Hello and welcome to the unboxing of the NEMESIS Lockdown that I just received from Germany, basically from the website. And you can see I have the Kickstarter edition, so I trust them. I play the first game, so I bought the version which has the base game, and you also get the extended the stretch goals. Besides, in the end, you're supposed to be getting also some kind of video games. I don't know what's inside because I haven't opened it. Okay, let's begin with the opening. Let's have my trusty Karambi here. Let's attack the box. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Voila, almost done. Okay, let's see. Okay, you can see these are the stretch goals. Exactly, stretch goals, and this is the main game basically. As heavy as the other one. I can guarantee you this. Even the other one was just as massive and extremely heavy. Let's hope that the box is not damaged, because last time that I received it, the box was kind of damaged. Okay, this time is okay, I guess. But you can see it's kind of heavy. I can't lift it with my own. I can't do it. Let me see if I can do it this way. Okay, I could do it. Okay, this is the box. Okay, right here, very massive. Look at that. Okay, the particular is that let's have a look at the back side of the box. You can see here you get a lot of things in the stretch goals. Some very different monster that will probably behave kind of differently, and you will also have some extra card, because this card will tell you how the monster will behave. This will add extra stuff. You can see this green stuff here is probably some kind of, I don't know, slime or something, or eggs, I don't know. And of course you also have the main games, which is, as usual, is extremely massive, I can tell you. And you have all sorts of new things, the new monsters. Basically, from what I understand, instead of being in the Nemesis, which was the spaceship, now you're on the Mars surface. Basically, you just landed, but if you were thinking about, okay, life is easy, well, think again, because it's not gonna be easy. You're gonna have some troubles from the beginning, and from here, this is basically the final version. This is the Kickstarter edition, but it has changed slightly changed from what I could see on the from the beginning. But you know, it will probably play as the Nemesis, the original one. You will have players, you will have different modes and everything. A new Nemesis Lockdown. Okay, let's have my trusty Karambit here and do it the way we have all the plastic surrounding. Let's get rid of all the plastic and let's see what's inside this big, let me stress, a gigantic big box. Okay, the box is in good shape. Evidently it didn't suffer very much in the shipping. Okay, it's still in good place. As you can see, you have the manual. You will find also the PDF version of this one, but this one is printed really nicely and it's extremely useful, especially when you have to go back and see special moments during the gameplay, because for example, the monster phase in the previous game was actually you had to constantly go back and repeat, okay, what's going to happen now. This is probably very useful, and it's very useful to have a printed version. Okay, then we have a brief description of all the rules, a summary. You can use this one. Basically, you have a kind of a resume, kind of a summary of what you can do in the game. If you have played the first Nemesis, you will probably be familiar with the symbols, with all the symbol of the creatures, the aliens, and everything. So then we have, as usually, a lot of cardboard here to actually prepare and to actually open up. We have the laboratory here, and this stuff is still sealed. This is probably, you can see that all the stuff is so full, the box is so full, it's coming out of the box. And this is probably the card player. You can be a sentry, a hacker, and you usually use this one for yourself. If you choose this player, you will use this one. And then these are the rooms, probably you will open up them and you will rotate them. Just so the mechanics will be very similar on the back. Here we have the board, the doors and other stuff, and especially the rooms here. And so it's very similar to the other one. Let's see what we have here. This is probably the board. Yes, this is the board. Two-sided, because you have different modality of playing basically. You will actually open up. Okay, then you have, this time they made something very intelligent, because they designed something to hold everything you have in the box. So this is the scanner, which is very similar to the other one. The box, the thing here to hold your alien's token, to decide which is the one coming out. They have a lot of plastic bags to use to get all the stuff to get together. And you can see in the box here, they made a very different thing this time, because you have all the spaces to put your resources. For example, the cards here, which will indicate a malfunction. Of course, the dice will decide if you were attacking or if you are, I don't know, receiving wounds, something like that. And of course, you see your token for the phase of the game, and your red token here to signal your wound or the wound made on the aliens, and the fire, because there are fires all over the base, and here for the corridors. So, but this time it's kind of interesting, because you can actually hold the bag, hold your stuff, and it's not flying around. In the previous game there was no such thing, there was no kind of a tray, so actually very useful to get your stuff together. Then you have, of course, a lot of the little monsters here, and okay, you can see some different monsters here, which are not painted. We're supposed to be painting them. Your little figurines, your little characters that you will use. There are some characters. I will not go into a detailed description because this is just an unboxing. But from what I can see, you actually have space to hold back your monster, which is kind of useful. And of course, a lot of cards. They are still silver. You will have your action cards. It's very similar to the other game. And also your damage card. It's also called there, objective. And also there's more the little format here to actually your item that you will use during the game. But this time also you have the extra monster here. Kind of, whoa, look at that. This monster is hanging on from some kind of a structure. And you can see it's completely different from the other one. They didn't go with something like a rehashing of the old design. They made something completely new. Yeah, even this gigantic monster here is kind of extremely new. But you know, they are monsters all the same. But this time, again, you have more space to hold your card, because all these cards here will actually go here. You will divide them, and usually when you put them in plastic bags, they will grow in volume, so you will not be able to fit them unless you have some extra space. That's why there is extra space, because even these little ones here, once you put them in the protective sleeves, they will actually grow in volume, so you will not be able to fit them unless you give them space. This time the boxing is kind of extremely well thought out, is comparing to the Nemesis, which didn't have much space. I'm struggling all the time to get all things together back in the box. This time is better.